Hello. You guys got there in there before me, so I thought, stuff it, I'll try. Oh, I sit here like this. Really thick stuffed pillow, this one. I would have had my pop bottle, metal bottle thing, but I opened it up and it's like, that wasn't clean like I thought it was. Ugh. But hey guys, I might feel rough, but I'm glad I'm doing this tonight because I need some need a pickup, I need some cheering up, I just feel like shit. I don't like feeling, it's like one thing after a while. I'm not that well at the moment, butts unplugged, but hi, and hi Pearl, hi guys. But I'm at least feeling well enough to try doing a bit of this tonight, see how I feel, see how we do. But I've taken some painkillers because like I've got, I'm feeling because I'm just not well. It started off with just like a cold and it kind of got a bit worse. But it's kind of like giving me migraines, which is making my teeth hurt. It's that kind of thing. And it's just like all around there at the moment. It's just, It's just, hopefully the painkillers will kick in. And hopefully, thank you very much, Butts Unplugged. Or Butts. Or, I should just shorten it. It'd be easier for me to say. But hopefully I should be alright. Like, I managed to record my Blake 7 reaction earlier. Barely done any editing on it. But it's recorded, it's there, and hopefully tomorrow I can actually edit. Because I don't want to get too behind on anything. Because, like, I made a full-on schedule. Or schedule, however you want to say it. Like, saying, okay, I'm going to film then, edit then. I literally, for weeks and weeks and weeks, I'd, like, done it for. To try and, like, help me focus. And then I get ill, so my focus is completely shot. But I'm way ahead on one of the things I want to record tomorrow night. So if I miss that, it's not the end of the world, but I still need to do The Good Place, which luckily is about less than half an hour long. So that one I should be able to deal with. But hi, hi Sam, hi guys. I'm so glad I'm at least here for a bit. I could do a bit of tonight. We'll see how we go. I might feel better like once we get started properly, you know. And once we start talking about all the stuff people have done this week. And how the cast have been sharing all the stuff, which is insane. I love seeing all the cast sharing things. I think it's awesome. So it feels like the fact that they're all sharing stuff makes me think, like, obviously they all want it to be renewed, I think. We can tell. Even David, I think, does, because the way he's sharing stuff. And also, to me, I'm taking it as a good sign that the cast are sharing stuff, because it feels like they're less constrained by Max now, by HBO now, so it's like they can. Ooh, I've only ever seen clips of that. It looks awesome. I think the mood has definitely improved. I think it has, because I think the fact that all the cast are now sharing it, to me, is a very good sign, because they're like seem less constrained by the by HBO and contracts and stuff like that. And I've seen like reports about from people that apparently like are insider people and can confidently say that there are good things coming. And also somebody got an email back from somebody at the BBC, and apparently we should be seeing season 2 on BBC iPlayer very soon. We should finally be getting it on BBC iPlayer. I saw the Astroglide, yes. I'm going to say it from last week. I had never ever heard of that band before, so that's why I got fucking confused. I'd never heard of them before, but I definitely heard of them now. I love the fact that, what was it? Astroglide, and what was the other company that they were doing a watch along on Twitter? I love it. You've got so many people. Here's hoping, yeah. But it's just like, it's crazy. Astroglide and BBC, yeah. Oh, it's awesome. I might turn down this music a bit. This song just seems a bit louder, or a bit high pitch. Squishables, that was the other one, yeah. It's crazy. I love it. Like the fact we've got big brands doing it and sharing and talking about it. And then you've got like other people that like it as well. And it's been crazy. It's been absolutely crazy. I like Errol's been doing, like, posting so much on Instagram about it. It's wonderful. Oh! That was my favourite. The Stew. The Stew shared it. That was probably my lube and cuddly plush toys. Squish. I think. Oh, damn. I think I have. Squishables. They're the ones that, like, because I've seen so many, like, knockoff brands. I want to make sure I get this right, because obviously I didn't hear about that. Squishables, are they the ones that, like, you see, like, they've done it for, like, they're, like, big collectible ones? Am I getting that confused with another brand? Or am I, like, you got loads, like, it's like one of the in things to collect? Like, they've done loads of Star Wars ones and Disney ones. Am I getting that right? Because I was fairly certain it was Squishables. That's the one I'm thinking of. Because I've seen so many things that are, like, different variations of that word, of Squishables. I just want to make sure. It does pretty much, Pearl, it does. But I am on the right thing, isn't it? I just want to make sure, because my head's not thinking. My head doesn't think straight at the best of times, but at the moment, I've got no chance. Yeah, I've got no chance. And also, chat box decided not to work this week. Let's see. I'm just going to refresh the chat box, okay? It's probably not going to work, but stuff it, you know? But I think it's freaking awesome. Yes, okay, thank you. I just want to make sure I had the right thing. I have a Chewbacca one downstairs. My head, like, my brain doesn't think straight at the best of times, but this week, because I'm not well, literally, it's out the window. My focus has been horrendous. Because, like, I've got other stuff that I've already filmed that I could have edited. I can't focus on editing at all. Literally, could not do Red Dwarf at all on Wednesday. Managed to do Blake 7 earlier, but by the time I got to the end of the episode, I wanted to, like, it's that kind of feeling I had earlier. It's not, don't feel so bad now, but by the end of talking with that reaction, I wanted to reach inside my ears and inside my throat and just scratch, that kind of, like, tickly, horrible feeling. And that I also felt like my voice was going again, which is like, yay. But yeah, I've got a Chewbacca one downstairs. That is, like, Astroguide, that's one thing, but the fact that Squishables, exactly, the chat bar thing just doesn't want to work. It's like, oh, I'll pop in ever so often to remind you that I'm here. But yeah, I can't believe, like, Astroglide's one thing, but the fact that Squishables wants to, like, was posting about it. That's a huge brand, because that's like, Squishables is like the in thing, or like for kids to, like, kids to collect. Like, you go into any of the toy shops, like, near here, or even just Tesco's in the toy section. Squishables are everywhere. And you get them to, like, that size and stuff like that. So like loads and loads and loads of parents are going to be, like, following their Twitter account, because just in case they post competitions and stuff like that. So the fact a company like that is posting about it is insane. Yeah, I think obviously Stu is the ultimate person to post about it, because it's Stu. That makes me hope. I feel like he's obviously still going to be in contact with Taika. I want him to be in season 3. Please get Stu in season 3. Let him be somebody that helps him out briefly. So he's kind of like a Stu from back then. Obviously not a tech guy, but from back then. I want Stu to be in it. I really do. And I love the fact his name's actually Stu. Oh. But apart from him, I think my favourite person to post about it is Errol. Errol's posting so much about it. Like, every single thing he shares has got save. It's like renew as a crew and stuff like that in it. And I think it was. Sorry, my mouth is so dry on the corners. It's making my. Ugh. But I think he posted earlier or last night. I can't remember because I've literally only saw it earlier. But he posted the thing. I swear it's him dancing, but it's just him dancing with a fan. And, like, it's really quite a cool looking video. But it's He's all the tags and everything. I love how much the fandom loves Errol, because sometimes with villains, people hate on the actor because it's just they can't disassociate character from the actor. But all the fandom loves Errol, and I love it because he was phenomenal, and he just seems like a real sweetie. So if they get if they get the cast for more conventions, I want Errol to be at a convention. I want to meet Errol, even though Ricky killed Izzy. I want to meet him. I want to meet Errol. But yeah, season 3 should be all about Stu. I want Stu. Like, come on. We had one of the werewolves in it. We had a werewolf in it. We just need to get Stu in it too. Teabag, juice of 1 fresh lemon, add honey to taste, and hot water. There's like my other half. He always seems to do it. Like he hot water with lemon. And like he does honey, he always seems to get the mixture just right. He always seems to, like he knows, like I don't like I've tried like lem sips and stuff like that. I can't ever finish them because they just, but like at first it's hot. Ugh. But no, like I've got these hang on, let's see if I can get them out, because I literally, when I was doing my Blake 7 reaction earlier, I ended up talking for like, oh no! Talking for like 8 or so minutes, and my throat was tickly, so I looked over, I found one of these, they help. So maybe in a minute I might have one of those. They really actually help. They're really good, and they don't taste like fake or anything like that. Like no artificial flavours. They're like really, they've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like 6, 7 ingredients in them. They're really good. And these actually, the honey and lemon drink that my other half makes, and these help more than anything else. They really do. So if my throat starts getting tickly, I'm breaking those out. But my Funko Pop fell over. He's so cute. This one, I still have, this one here, I still haven't attached his gun again. Like, he's got a little tiny gun. They are really good. They really do help. Like, more than, like, I like horse soothers because they taste nice. But they don't actually help my throat. I need to fix that gun back to his hand. Luckily, it was a nice clean break on this, so it should be yeah, oh yeah. There's no, like, chips missing or anything like that. Exactly. Errol understands the fandom, enjoys... Exactly. Oh. I think Ricky has to be a part of season 3. He has to be. Like, he has to be, because his performance was fantastic. And the way they lead... Like, if they're going to bring it back, because I feel like they are, because apparently there's a lot of interest in it and stuff like that. It's looking good. It's looking good. I'm trying not to get too confident, but it's looking good. They have to, the way they do it, the cast, the crew have got to get their revenge on Ricky. So Ricky's got to be in it. He has to be in it, absolutely. Like, obviously we've got to get Spanish Jackie back. She's on the ship and she's married to one of the crew. We've got to get Zheng in it, obviously, and Auntie. We've got to have Auntie. I love Auntie. And I love Zheng. I want to know more about both of them. I want Auntie and Fang. But yeah, all of those three got to be in it too. Like, they've got to be. And I feel like they can, like, I feel like maybe Anne and Mary should be in it too. Because I think Mary definitely will be in it, because especially if Disney get it, Mary will absolutely be in it, because obviously she's Topaz. This is Topaz, isn't it? She's in Thor. And What If? She was in What If as well. That was awesome. And she's obviously the grandma from Moana as well. So she'll definitely be in it. But yeah, exactly. It's got to be season 3. It's revenge on Ricky. That's the main thing the season's got to be about. Got to get revenge on Ricky. And obviously, Seagull Buttons bring Izzy back from the dead. I'm still holding on to that. He landed on that. We always go back to it. He landed on that grave for a reason. That's all. Yeah. couldn't have my pop bottle. Decided not to have my you twat, my twat mug. So I've got my other mug. Exactly, it needs to earn its name. But yeah, this is what HBO should have done for the merchandise, or whoever brings it on. Do t-shirts and stuff, or stickers and stuff like that with all these flags. I mean, come on. They didn't even put any effort into the merchandise. They put no effort into the merchandise. Like, okay, the poster was gorgeous. Thank you very much. Got it off of Etsy a while ago. But I got this at the same time. It's like, come on, put this stuff up, put all these on them. Exactly, mugs, stickers, pillows, blankets, hats. There's so much they could have done, even if they just did these. I love it. The cast, I love it. Like, I've seen Leslie sharing it. All of them have shared it, actually, I think, now. And I really, like, that gives me hope. Like, it really makes me feel good about it, because the fact the cast are sharing it all. Because at the beginning, they weren't sharing it much. Like, they might have liked one or two things, but, like, at the beginning, it's only been going for, like, 2 weeks, if that. But, for the first few days, they weren't sharing anything or anything like that. But because they're now liking things, they're sharing, everybody's sharing stuff, tagging stuff, talking about it, it gives me hope that that's actually quite likely we might get renewed. Because, like, they were, like, so quiet at the first few days, and then all of a sudden, Vico's sharing it a lot. Obviously, Errol is. Samba's sharing it. Everybody, Christian's sharing about it. Exactly, I don't think they were prepared, so it's probably the first few days. Yeah, just over a week. I think the first few days, maybe it was still quite raw for them that it had been cancelled. They were probably still in a state of shock. It's cancelled on the 9th, and the fans have already done stuff like this. 10 days! It's the 19th now. So it's probably still, the first few days, it was probably quite raw for them that it had been cancelled. And that's why Astroglide comes in. Wrong choice of words, or correct choice of words, actually. I should have said popped in, but then that wouldn't have been much better, would it? I'll be quiet now. It seems like that when I'm not well, my mind is even dirtier. Exactly, which is disgusting. Like, we had it all last week, talking about how they led all the cast and crew on. Led them all on to make them believe it was going to be renewed, and then pulled it out from under them. Definitely correct choice of words, considering Astroglide, absolutely. But they led them all on like that. Absolutely fucking disgusting. Absolutely disgusting how they led everybody on. And then to just pull it out from underneath them is disgusting. I think it's absolutely disgusting how the cast and crew were treated by HBO. Like, obviously we've cut it, how they treat the show in general. Like, yeah, okay, we saw, like, when it finally got to the UK, season 1 got to the UK, we did see stuff on the side of buses, but that was season 1. And that was the UK, so that was the BBC. That was the BBC putting in the budget, putting in all that stuff. Putting in the advertisement. That wasn't HBO, that was the BBC putting it up. Advertising the show that was on their channel or on their streaming service. So, season 2 come around. HBO? Fuck all. Shit merchandise. I can have a go at them now, considering they've cancelled it. Considering I didn't like the fact they barely promoted it anyway, and I didn't like the fact that it was barely merchandise. But you don't say anything because they still had the show. But now they've cancelled it the way they did and treated the cast and crew the way they did. We can talk about that shit now, because stuff them. Like I've said it before, because the way they treated the show, I don't ever want to really react to a HBO show. And if I do, it won't be from HBO Max if it ever comes to the UK. If we ever actually freaking get it. It'd be through the BBC, it'd be through Netflix, it'd be Amazon, any other network, but not that. Oh, I don't care if they don't like me. The way they, like, okay, yeah, it's my favourite show cancelled. That's one thing. It's the way they treat the cast and crew. They cut the budget the way they did. They completely transported... Yeah, I said last week, New Zealand, I think, is the best location for it, because the location and the scenery and also the people we gained. Great. But it also put a lot of people from the UK out of work. And then there was also the scheduling things, which is why we didn't get the Swede in it, because he couldn't get there for the UK the whole time. And like, obviously there was all the tax stuff and the cutting of the amount of episodes and the length of episodes. And to me, considering we've said it multiple times before, considering David's interview after the finale and with Vanity Fair and how it made no sense compared to his other stuff, I think it was somebody higher up at HBO that killed Izzy off. I don't think it was David's decision, personally. I don't think it was. So I feel like that. I love that. Oh, you mean the image that I use in the thumbnail? That kind of image. I would love that. There's so many merchandise ideas they could do for the show. There's so much. And I feel like Disney and Amazon would absolutely do some fantastic merchandise, because Amazon started selling Good Omens t-shirts and stuff like that, so we'd at least get t-shirts for the show. Like Disney would do fantastic merchandise, because they've got some great stuff. Ooh, I just thought, if Disney get a hold of it, imagine if we get a Loungefly bag. So I've got multiple Loungefly bags. All but one of them for The Mandalorian and Boba Fett. I've got one Boba Fett one. I don't know how many Grogu bags I've got, but we could get yeah, exactly. It's not the first time HBO has cancelled a show. But then again, whenever I think of a cancelled show cancelled far too soon, I think Firefly, and that's Fox, which is technically Disney now. Eee. Amazon had a separate tab for Good Omens when season 2 was airing, but exactly, I think they did, yeah. And also, Good Omens, didn't they have on Twitter, didn't they have the little icons next to the tags? Didn't they do that? I swear they did. So my nose is hurting around there. I think the sinuses are playing up. I swear I've got something stuck on my edge of my glasses too. Amazon is really, exactly. They do so well. And plus their shows, hi Bumble by the way, Amazon's shows get nominated for awards a lot. Because they promote them. And also they can be seen on Amazon.com and Amazon.co.uk and all their regional websites around the world. They just advertise it on the top of their main page or on the sidebars and stuff like that. There's so much more possibility for advertising with Amazon. And Disney too. Freaking Disney. I think Disney would be a good one to get it, because we could, say, Disney, if you get if you rescue this show, this LGBTQ plus show, that means so much to so many people. Imagine how good this will make you look. And representation and all that kind of thing. Imagine how it'll make you look. They gotta try to phrase it that way to people. Say, look, if you rescue this show after all this campaign, whichever network, whichever streaming service rescues it and brings it back, they are going to get such an influx of people watching it. They will get such an influx of people watching it. Subscribing to their service. Absolutely. I would, Amazon, I would love it if Amazon give it. Unfortunately, Amazon have now brought in freaking adverts in theirs. You got up your stuff. I do pay for Amazon Prime, so I'm not complaining too much. And that's how I got Turn season 1, 2, 3, and 4. I would say I've done that in the past. Where have you seen my glasses? I can't find them. They're on top of my head. I can't see without my glasses. We do it before Disney, to be honest. Amazon is... That they do. That's true. Like, I feel like Disney would be taking a risk. And if, like, this would be an amazing show for them to be able to break into that kind of representation. And, like, because, like, obviously the LGBTQ plus representation, neurodivergent representation, stuff like that. So Amazon obviously would be the obvious choice. Netflix maybe as well. But Disney, I think Disney's still a possibility for me because Taika's got pull with them. And also I think this would be the perfect show for them to have to really up their covering that kind of representation. If like people were to frame it like in a business sense, like it would like it would bring so many. It would make them look good if they were to bring it back, you know? Like say, look, we've got representation. We'll do that too. Look, we brought back this much loved show. I feel like maybe if they frame it that way, Disney might do it. They might do it, and I think Taika wouldn't let them. And David, I don't think any of the cast and crew would let them do it if they didn't. So I think Netflix does a lot of LGBTQ plus stuff, so that would be a possibility as well. I do think Amazon's the most likely. Exactly. Just sell it to them in a business sense. One, how it'll make them look good if they bring it back. The amount of merch. Because if you bring back this show, people are going to buy official merch. They will buy the official merch if it's better than what HBO did. I would buy lots. I would buy lots of official merch. I would love to have official merch for the show. Like Netflix, I don't know where they sell their official merch, if they do any. But it could still be done. But Amazon and Disney would be the best merch-wise, obvious choices. But I think maybe like the obvious choices would be Amazon and Netflix because of their amount of LGBTQ plus stuff. But Disney's still a possibility for me. Exactly. I think loads of people would buy stuff. Oh God, that would be heaven for me. Especially if, like we talked about last week, imagine if they were season 3. They're walking along and you see a certain patch of what you see. They see two people in the background. They don't even have to be facing the camera. Blonde hair, red hair, or like even like have David and Michael be in it. Just have them, some of the crew walk past them. Don't even have to focus on them. Just have them there. And the fans would just be like would work together to promote both shows. It would be amazing. And like, they could keep going with whatever place does bring it up. They could keep going with the show afterwards because if they don't have to follow history. They don't because they all obviously we know with season 2 they obviously didn't. It's not historically accurate. It's historically inspired. So, after season 3, if this is going to be exactly, yes, where they're walking into the castle before, and Anna's running out of it, yes, that kind of thing would be hilarious. And also, with episode 6, where they're walking along the dock type thing to get all the alcohol for the party and things like that, and you've got somebody sat there playing a guitar or whatever, all hangover, and it's an Ed. But I was going to say something. I forgot what I was going to fucking say now. God damn it. I don't fucking know what I was going to say. My head is working worse than usual. I've literally I hate when my head does this. I cannot remember what I was talking about before I got distracted by Rapunzel and Flynn. Oh, sorry. Rapunzel and Eugene. Because she's got brown hair in that moment, so he'd be going by Eugene Fitzherbert. I get distracted so easily. My focus is crap. I'm gonna go to sleep now as well. I feel so tired. I'm always tired, but I feel more tired than usual at the moment. There's so much possibility. They're not historically accurate shows because they're like they could bring in anything to do with it. Like they could keep the show going. This is what I was talking about. They could keep the show going after season 3. Like if season 3 is going to be Steed and Ed's story, or the first 3 seasons, they could. That's very true. Not many people do. They still call him Flynn. He's Eugene. I know it because my daughter, it's one of the things my daughter goes through ever so often. That'll be her hyper focus that she wants to watch all the time. At the moment, since we've moved in this house, it's been the 2nd episode of SpongeBob SquarePants, the one with the bubble blowing. I've probably watched that over 100 times. That one episode. Over 100 times since I moved in here at the beginning of September. Yeah. But yeah, like the show could continue with the other members of the crew. They could they could spend season 3 having Izzy finding his way back to the crew. End of season 3, he takes over the ship, and then after that, it's Izzy's and the crew's story, and Ed and Steve can retire or whatever. You know? Like if that they could find a way to continue it on. I would love to adapt it or have it be have Zhang being the captain, you know? They could do so much. They don't have to follow history. Because they already haven't. Because in history, Ed died before Izzy. Zhang existed 100 years after them. Izzy in history, around the time of the show, was 17 years old. 17. Like I know, 16-year-old, it was a bad time for 16-year-olds if you're going by Vlad in What We Do in the Shadows. Because apparently he was 16 when he was turned. But, yeah, like, they're not historically accurate. It's historically inspired. So, like, they could do whatever they want with it. Because, like, in history, Izzy took a pardon. He was in... The shooting the leg thing was accurate. But he was in London... He was in England recovering from it. And he took a pardon. I still think he ended up dying. I can't remember exactly, but Ed died before Izzy. So it's already, like, not paying attention to it, so it doesn't matter so much. My head, I can tell I'm talking a lot. Those painkillers are doing shit all. We can follow Jane for a couple, exactly. So, yes. You know, we've spoken about it before. They bring in Sam Bellamy, introduce a new character in season 3. Or have Zhang do it for a season or 2, then have somebody else, and then somebody else, and then just have it like be put under the Our Flag Means Death title, or have it be Our Flag Means Death, or whatever, something else, or just like have a spin-off if you don't want to call it the same thing. Like have Izzy bring back Izzy, have him be the captain. He'd be the perfect choice. Because it was his crew, and they loved him, not Ed. But that's not something we'll go on about, because we went on about that before. They loved Izzy, not Ed. I'm so tired. Like, I'm obviously always tired, but it's a different kind of tired, and I hate it. Ay. I think once I've finished this mug of my drink, then I'll have one of those sweets and hopefully it'll help my throat stop. But I can already feel the tickly in my throat. And my head is hurting, my teeth, that around there is starting to hurt from because it's like, it seems like migraine like starts there and then it goes to like there and then it goes like the teeth start hurting. It's really annoying. And because my teeth start hurting, my tongue just automatically starts like pushing at the teeth, trying to get it to stop. Exactly, our flag means such and such, or that. Maybe it could be our flag means revenge, or something like that. Like, it'd be interesting. There's so much they could do. Take a famous pirate from history that's not been featured. Like, obviously Sam Bellamy. There's so many other ones, or like from a different. Yeah, tonight's probably not going to be that long, or not compared to usual. It's probably not going to be to gone midnight. But I wanted to do a bit, you know? I wanted to do a bit. I'm just always tired anyway, but it's just... I feel shit this week. I just wanted to do a bit. I felt like I should do a bit. Just so we can, like, all talk about the things that have happened with the campaign to bring it back over the week. And then we'll see where we go, see what we can do. But like, I'm getting hot very easily. Like, I get warm in this room anyway. But this is like, it just feels different today. Captain Morgan. That would be hilarious. Shit, I think I just somehow managed to slosh my drink a bit. Like, there's so much more possibility. There's so many possible pirates they could do. So many. Like, hang on. Oh, what's the name of that pirate? There was one pirate. What was his name? I'm just opening something up. Apologies if it disappeared, but there's another pirate. He's a Welsh one. It's going to piss me off if I can't remember his name. I'm going to look it up, because otherwise, if I don't think of it now... Captain Morgan actually might be the one I'm talking about. There were multiple different ones that I've like looked up and stuff like that to see what they could do. Okay, the page is not loading. God damn it. What's the name? There's a Welsh pirate. Oh God, that is pissing me off. Oh, that's why it's not working. Hang on, let me find it. I've got it I've got literally bookmarked it because I wanted like the stuff I wanted to talk about with someone, and then we ended up not talking about that kind of thing. Let me go back. It's in here somewhere. That's it. Bartholomew Roberts. He's from Wales. So like there's so many different ones. He was Black Bart, and like there's so many. So many. Black Bart, yeah. He's from Wales. I think Newport. But there's another one. Captain Kidd is one as well. Captain Kidd you could do. Doesn't even have to be a famous one. It could just be a member of the crew. We just follow the crew. You know, there's so much possibility for the show. So much possibility. Like, look, they could do so many different things. He would be yellow if Disney did it. Hang on, let me bring that back up. Although if they did Sam Bellamy as well, that would get confusing, because he was Sam Bellamy was Black Sam as well, or that was one of Sam Bellamy's nicknames. Yeah, Bartholomew Roberts. He was born John Roberts. He was actually alive around that time, but he was born in 1682. Died February 1722, so technically still alive in that time, but that's the pirate. Cass New. I can never say that. Oh, it's in Pembrokeshire. I can never say that. I can't really speak Welsh. Thank you. I'm doing my best. They could do Captain Kidd and the Wild Oak Island treasure thing. There's so much they could do. Like, there's different things with Sam Bellamy they can do. I think Sam Bellamy would be a good one, because like him like being like a Robin Hood of the Seas, Prince of Pirates type thing would be really, really good. That would be a really good thing to do. And apparently Black Bart was he was the most, according to Wikipedia, that Wikipedia page, he's known for being the most successful pirate in the golden age of piracy. So he'd be quite a good one to follow. I think Sam Bellamy would be a good choice, because it'd be a nice nod to the fans, because obviously like in fan fiction, in fan fiction, there's so many things with Black Bart being in, not Black Bart, Sam Bellamy being in the show. Or being in the fanfics, like he's got his own tag. He's never been in the show. Don't think he's been mentioned, but he's in the show so much. He's in the fanfics so much. So I think if they bring in Sam Bellamy, it'd be such a nice thing. Yes, there we go. And like he was around 40-ish. Obviously, none of the ages in the show are accurate. Cause come on, Izzy Hands was 17. But it could be, they could make Michael Sheen work, absolutely, especially if Amazon get it. I had some food before I started, still got a little tiny bit stuck in, But yeah, well, he's a Welsh pirate. In my head, for like, there's so many different fan casts for Sam Bellamy though, I've seen. Like, I've had Liam O'Brien in my head. Like, loads of people, like, doing, there's so many different, a wide variety of fan casts for Sam Bellamy. So many different people. But Michael Sheen would be brilliant. He would have a whale of a time. Or if he's a Welsh pirate. Imagine if they brought in David Tennant to play a Welsh character. Michael would love that. I would love it if David came in and played the Welsh pirate. Because I can just imagine the conversation between him and Michael. It'd be hilarious. I really do. I think somebody was. Hey, that's the way they ran it. They could do. They could absolutely do that. Like my aunt's husband was born on that day as well, so he technically was like still around a teenager when he passed. So that is quite a possibility. He could technically be born on the 29th, and that'd be how they get around it. That'd be freaking hilarious. Like I love the idea of them doing little nods to what history actually said, and then like why it's not following that history. It's like the historic kind of, well, it's not exactly the same, but the kind of historically accurate thing from the show. Obviously, there's Steed inventing the walking the plank. That was done by Steve Bonnet, but also 1717. There we go. They'd have to make sure that year had a 29th of February, maybe, so they could do an Izzy birthday. But what was I gonna fucking say? I realised a few days ago this year's a leap year. My head's gone off on one again. Oh, for God's sake, I've forgotten. I hate this. Like I'm forgetting the beginning of my sentences so easily today. Like I'll do this ever so often. Like I'll start with something, get distracted, and I can't even remember the beginning of my sentence. Multiple times already this stream, and we're 3/4 an hour in. My head is just so bad. My focus is like shot not just from editing, it's literally shot from everything I'm doing. I'm all over the place. I'm gonna put that back there because I am getting too warm already. Ugh, too hot. But yeah, there's so much they could do with the show. So much. I can't wait to find out what. Like, somebody's going to pick it up. Somebody's going to pick it up. Absolutely. It just looks. With everything recently, it seems like it's impossible for them not to pick it up. Now, with the last few days, and how like people are talking about it and stuff like that, apparently, and the fact that it's now on it's hopefully going to be on BBC iPlayer soon, season 2. Like I will absolutely. Whilst I'll be sat on the sofa editing on my laptop, and I will absolutely 100% have it playing on the TV at the same time every single night when I'm not every single night, because I'll be streaming and stuff like that and recording upstairs, but when I'm sat downstairs on my own and my daughter's at school, or if there's a night when I'm not streaming or I'm still sat downstairs editing, I will have it on the telly. Exactly. We're going to keep. Oh, yes, Disney, get it? You never know. We could have the current Doctor being in the background. They don't have to mention it, being the Doctor, but they could have a character could have a cameo, and the fans. Because imagine the head canons. If the Doctor appears, whoever's playing the Doctor at that time, hopefully still Shooty, they can have the actor appear in the background, and whoever's playing his companion, can appear as well. They don't have to be named. Oh yes, you're finally going to get full episodes, Victoria. But whoever's playing them, they don't have to be named as those people. But if you have those two together in the show, just appearing, then the fan fiction and the fans would go crazy. They don't have to be named. It doesn't have to be official crossover, but it'd be a crazy thing for the fans. Same as if they had David Tennant and Michael Sheen in there with blonde hair and red hair. Don't have to name them, but we can say it's them, you know? I'm so happy that you're finally going to get to watch the full episodes. I'm so happy. Oh my god, you're finally going to get to see the full episodes. There's articles all over the world. It's amazing. Absolutely amazing. Ugh. My head keeps switching off. I'll be partway through a sentence and it'll just empty. It's really fucking frustrating today. I am so happy. Exactly, we should write season 3. I think the fans would do a brilliant season 3, but then again, I don't think all the fans would agree on what should happen. We'll never please everyone with that. It's impossible with whatever show you're doing, or whatever you're doing, whether it's a book, a TV series, a film, or whatever. You can never please everyone. So there's whatever we do with a season, whatever is done with a season 3, you can't please everyone. Like if they bring Izzy back, people that don't like Izzy won't be happy. If they don't bring Izzy back, people that do like Izzy won't be happy, you know? There's all sorts of things. They will never please everyone. They will never please everyone. And it's annoying. But that's just something a person who creates this kind of thing's got to accept. They will never be able to please everyone. It's completely impossible. It's impossible to please everyone. It's impossible to please everyone. Exactly. Like, I can get hating Ed. Because of how he was with people at the beginning of the season. I can understand them not liking Steed. I can understand people finding him a bit annoying. But they are the two main characters of the show. So until they write them going off into the sunset, because to me, I'm sorry, they're not going to stay at the end. They won't. They're just trying to look for something at the moment. They don't know who they are at the moment. They're not going to stay at the end. I don't think they will at all. So like until like they find whatever they want to be, or something tragic happens, and obviously if they bring Izzy back and then something happens to Ed or Steve, they'll have to write it into the show beforehand that Buttons is only able to do it once and he brought back Izzy. That kind of thing. They'd have to write around it if somebody were to die. Exactly. Like, they don't know what their happily ever after that was. Yeah, I still like the characters. But like they don't know their happily ever after. They really don't. Yeah. Hopefully they'll find it out. What do you mean, shut your mouth? But there's like... There's no way that they're happy. I don't think they should die. But... they'll be... If one of them were to die, it'd be like... One of them will be happy... Some fans will be okay with it. Stuff like it. I don't know how they're going to write them out. If they have to write them out the show... I don't want it either. But like, no more dying. No more dying. It's just not on, absolutely. But if they were to write them out the show, I don't know how they would, because like Ed just seems like the type of person who's like, he'll like something for a little tiny bit, and then he'll be bored with it and want to do something else. I love them both, but they're both in their own, like, especially Ed. Ed is very problematic, but I still love him. I love Steve, but in his own ways. He's not problematic, but he's like, he thinks like he wants to be a pirate, but he loves Ed, and Ed doesn't want to be a pirate anymore, but he loves Steed. It's like they don't know what they want. And no worries, thank you so much, Butts Unplugged. Thank you so much for coming in. And hopefully, fingers crossed, I'll be able to wake up tomorrow and my voice won't be shot from talking tonight. Yeah, exactly. Like I don't think the inn feels like a whim for him, you know? Like he thinks it's gonna make him happy, so he's impulsive, he'll do it. And then he's just like, he'll get bored within it for a few days, which I will be fucking angry with. The fans will be angry with, because if they up and leave before Izzy is brought back, I will be pissed off at them. I'll still love the characters, obviously, but I will be pissed off if they leave before Izzy is brought back. Because obviously, I feel like it must have been Ed's idea to burying him in there, because Izzy spent all his life at sea. He should have been buried at sea. So they buried him on land, like a fucking family pet. If they're to up and leave before he's brought back, I will be angry. That's true. Ed can fake his death. They could both just go off onto the sunset. But if they leave Izzy's body there, Izzy's grave, before he's brought back, like that's one of the reasons why I feel like Izzy has to be brought back, because of the fact he was buried there. And like Ed and Steed are not going to stay there. They're not going to stay there. They're not going to stay there because Ed will get bored. Ed will get bored, or they'll need to leave to get revenge on Ricky or the British or whatever. They cannot leave Izzy's grave unattended. They can. It'd be downright wrong. That could be his cover name. Maybe that could be the name he's running the inn under, if they actually ever even get the inn off the ground, you know? Or that he could use it as a cover name. But yeah, that's one of the main reasons. That's one of the reasons Izzy's got to be brought back. Because they're not going to stay. I just thought of another pirate they could do. Henry Avery. Sorry, I just had a flash in my head of Uncharted 4. And my head was like, ooh, there's a lot of pirates from that they could do. Like Henry Avery would be an amazing pirate to do. And then they should get Nolan North to be in it. And Troy Baker as well. 'Cause I would love that. Plus, I just want Nolan North to be on screen. Like, imagine if Amazon or Disney get it. Imagine the cameos they could get. Exactly, it'd be a waste as well, because like they had to have the seagull land there for a reason. Yeah, okay, they could write it off as it. Shut up, Victoria. Obviously. That one goes without saying now. But like, they had the seagull land there for a reason. Maybe Buttons can talk. That could be how to get Ewan on screen again. He could be down in Izzy could be in the gravy basket, and Ewan could be down there as Buttons talking him through that, which would be a weird person to choose, but it'd be hilarious. Exactly. There's so much. We've already got a bit of magic in the show. Why not bring back some more magic, like with Pirates of the Caribbean? That just made me think, imagine if they got one of the actors from Pirates of the Caribbean to appear as a different pirate. Like Mr. Gibbs. I would love him to be in it. Because one, he was in... For 2 different reasons. Or 3, technically, because he's Mr. Gibbs. I still haven't watched all the Pirates of the Caribbean movies. I've only watched a few of them. But obviously Mr. Gibbs, he was Jericho in Doctor Who, I think Flux. But no, it wasn't Flux, was it? Was it Flux? No. I can't remember. But he was that, and then he's also in the new show I'm watching, Turn Washington Spies. He's in that as well, and that's like, that show, I've not even obviously started releasing it. Hopefully next week I can start getting it up. But it's already up there with Good Omens and this one. That, like, seriously. That would be hilarious. And I could just imagine Izzy being like, oh, fuck off. And then after a while talking to him. And that's why it takes multiple episodes to get him back. It'd be freaking hilarious. And also talking his... I think actually Izzy being in the gravy basket would be even more healing for him. And he could come back and save the crew, and that could be when they realise he's alive. So I've got to have one of these sweets. My throat, like, I'm getting really warm now. There's so much, like, they could get so many people, like, little in-jokes and stuff like that from different casts. Sorry, if you can hear a rustling, it's just me opening one of these sweets, because I need it. They're freaking huge. Look at the size of that. But they're so nice. Or just a seagull being there looking at him and be like, really? And stuff like that, and squawking at certain times and being just like, doing actions and things like that, and being a bit more animated than a seagull normally would, and like this. Either that, or it could just, like, if he's annoying him, or he's just not doing anything, the bird can go above him and just poop on him. Ruin his leathers or something like that, I don't know. There's so much they could do. But I think they obviously, it's either gonna... No. I'm having trouble talking with this in my mouth now, fucking hell. I think they need to bring Izzy back, especially if Ed and Steve aren't going to stay there. But they need to bring him back right. They can't just do him just like, I'm alive! Type thing. I think they need to take a little bit. Not... Maybe have him appear like in the gravy basket at the end of the first episode, you know? And then take several episodes for him to talk his way out. So then maybe Ed and Steve are already gone. So he's going to be annoyed. He's going to be angry that he's woken up and nobody's there. And then he finds out the crew have been captured. And then an episode or 2 later, maybe they don't find out he's alive until the finale and he saves them then. Or something like that. There's so many possible things they could do. So many possible things. Philip. Doesn't help that this is a relatively relaxed kind of music. It's making me feel even more tired. It's not lo-fi music. Apparently it's hi-fi music, which is weird. But it's very like, just like... I'm gonna sleep. Ooh! See, I'm not seeing stuff because I... See, I didn't have my Discord open, so I'm just going to look through what you guys have been posting. Oh my god, Astroglide's actually posting about it. Sorry, I've just seen that you guys have been putting pictures. Lube as a crew. Oh, I love that some of the cast were actually Or not some of the cast, some of the fans. Izzy's side of the season would be a series of misadventures trying to get back to the crew, which would be amazing. That would be hilarious. And plus, if they're going to have him do his own journey to get back to the crew, hour-long episodes to fit it all in, at least 10 episodes, I can't talk this. 10 episodes of an hour long. Please and thank you. Or, if Disney get it, that would be one benefit of Disney. The length of Disney's episode, like for The Mandalorian, for example, the length of the episode varied every episode. So like, there was one that was like half an hour long. There was one that was over an hour long. So that kind of thing. They would do it around the story of the episode. So like, that would give them so much freedom on what they could put in it. Sorry, I just love that image of all the fans stood in front of the sign. That's so cool. That's absolutely awesome. I love that. I go to sleep now. I'm so tired. But yeah, like Disney that'd be one thing that Disney would be a better choice for. I don't know if Amazon do it. I don't know about Amazon stuff because apart from Good Omens, I've not watched, and Good Omens was technically BBC as well. I've not watched anything that was an Amazon production. Lucifer, obviously, at the beginning, but that was different. Lucifer wasn't an Amazon production. That was just, it was on Amazon in the UK. But I don't know if Amazon does their stuff. Exactly. Disney, that's one way that Disney would be the better choice for it. Because of the fact they do their episode length for whatever the story is. Like, The Mandalorian had it brilliantly because there were some episodes that were a lot shorter, but it worked. They didn't fill out, because that way you're not like constricting something that needs a longer story, and you're not puffing out like an episode. There could be one that takes like 25 minutes, and that's the perfect length for that story, for that episode. But if it was on like Max or something like that, and they had hour-long episodes, they would fill it out for an hour long, which is ridiculous, because then it would just be crap. Exactly, because they're paced perfectly. They're done so well, and because that story for that episode was what it needed. It needed a short episode. It didn't need to be filled out and overstuffed and turned into something shit. So like Disney would be a perfect choice for that, because they could have hour-long episodes or half an hour-long episodes. It could literally be like any length they needed, as long as that's what the story needed. And I think that's wonderful. I think that's a brilliant thing that Disney does. I think that's one way Disney would be a great choice for it. I don't know about Amazon. I don't know about Netflix either. I don't know if they change their stuff. Because it's been quite a while since I've watched anything that's a Netflix production. You know? Because obviously at the moment, all I'm doing is The Good Place. I'm watching that off the DVD. I'm doing, I'm watching for membership or Patreon, if I decide to do that instead. I'm doing Vinland Saga, which is only on there. I'm also started Avatar: The Last Airbender, which for now is only going to be on like membership or Patreon. I'm doing that from Amazon, not Amazon, Netflix. So it's multiple things. I just don't know. It's like when you're writing an essay with a specific word count, so you stop using contradictions. Yeah. I can't remember because I didn't actually watch all of Lucifer. I didn't really watch all of it because I was just, again, not having the time. And also, if I'm not I watched the first season of Lucifer when it aired in the UK. Watched the first season as soon as it was out. Watched the first 2 episodes of season 2. And then for some reason, I think I was watching it with my other half, because we watched the first season together. And we watched the first 2 episodes of season 2 together. But then for some reason we couldn't start watching it together. So literally, if I can't watch something from the beginning and keep watching it from the beginning, it puts a block on me being able to watch it, which is like why like doing reactions and having people decide what for me to watch and stuff like that has helped, because I've got a reason to watch stuff. Otherwise, I wouldn't watch half the stuff I would. Exactly, mostly dead. He could have been put in a coma. He could have been in a coma. He lost a lot of blood. So he could have been in a coma. And back then, would they have known? Would they have known? We don't know. I don't know. Literally, I had it. Like, I know technically there's 2 people that play God. Although I don't know for certain if the first person actually was God or somebody thought he was. No, it was him. He was just in a different body, wasn't he? And that was Lassie from Psych. And then the other guy, who actually was God, wasn't he the president from 24 or something like that? Exactly. They thought Ed was dead. He was just he was mostly dead. Exactly. They thought he was mostly dead. So, they could have still thought Izzy was dead. They could have. Ah, okay. I couldn't remember. Like, I've only seen reactions to that episode. I've only seen reactions to some of the episodes. Because it was one of those things where, like, because I couldn't keep watching my other half, I stopped watching it until I could do it with him. And it's really for most shows, if I don't watch it from the beginning, from when it first aired, it's impossible for me to get in. So, like, I know the guy from the only 2 people I know that played God but didn't play God was Lassie from Psych, Tim Odmanson, and the guy from 24 was actually God in the end. I know that much. That's all I know. And I know that God from Supernatural was in the last season, which I won't go into specifics for, just in case. Like, I haven't watched much of Supernatural, but I don't want to watch Supernatural. One, way too much to get into, and also I know what the ending is, and just meh. So I kind of don't want to watch it, but I know they got God in it, in Lucifer, which was hilarious that they got him in there. But I don't mind spoilers or at least for that, because I'm not going to go back and watch Lucifer now. I'm not going to go back and watch Supernatural now. I'm not. Like, if people suggest Supernatural, like, it's too much. And plus, because I watched season 1 of Supernatural, not when it first aired, but I watched it, and it's just too much to get into. And because I know the end and some, like, pivotal plot points that would be like, you don't want to get spoiled for, like, the God thing. That's something you don't want to get spoiled for. I feel like trying to react to that show with what's knowing the God thing kind of spoils it. Like, I don't need to watch it, so I don't mind who the voice was. Like, I might know that already. Like, 26 episodes. 26 episodes. Like, I can't say much. I'm watching Classic Who, and I watched first season of over 40. So, I can't really say anything. In the upcoming week of Doctor Who is episode 39, and that's the season finale of number 2. So, imagine how expensive a show would be now to have over 40 episodes in one season. Jesus. That's why people don't do it anymore. It's too bloody expensive. Oh, yeah, it was, wasn't it? It was based like Sandman, because obviously in Sandman it was Gwendolyn Christie. That's a perfect choice. That is a perfect choice for God. I think actually I might have known that, but that is the perfect choice. That is the absolute perfect choice for God. And plus he's got a good voice for it anyway. They should have either obviously Neil Gaiman or got Alanis Morissette. Because that would be a brilliant thing as well. I think that would be hilarious to have gone. But then again, that would be Charlotte. Alanis Morissette would have been a great Charlotte choice. But then again, Trisha Helfer was a fantastic Charlotte choice. Considering what Tom Ellis was playing on the piano when she first walked in. Because if you've seen Battlestar Galactica, you know that song's a very important song. Yeah, Neil Gaiman's got such an epic voice for like voiceovers and stuff like that. It's brilliant. I am so tired. I feel like we've been talking for a lot longer than this. Because I feel like I'm as tired as I am at the end of the night. I wanna go to sleep. But that is an absolutely perfect choice to play God, especially for something like Lucifer. Okay, this music's gonna get stuck in my head now. God damn it. Am I getting popped up in my screen? I don't know. But I feel exhausted right about now. I really do. Ah! That's my face on my screen. Yike. Okay, now, hey, there we go. It took its time. It took a while. What face for it to freeze on? Ah! For some reason, my Blake 7 DVD started playing. Hang on. There we go. So can't do that if it does it again. I went back after season 1 of Good Omens, so I recognise his voice from Good Omens interviews. He's got a brilliant voice. He's got a really brilliant voice. I am so exhausted. Hey, I thought I was going to last 30 minutes. I'm so tired. Like, my throat isn't hurting as much as it was this morning. Like, this morning after Blake 7, my God, it felt shit. Okay. Just checking everything's still working. I hope it still is. I'm so paranoid about this. I don't want to touch anything just in case it goes funny again. But I am feeling so tired right now. Ay, ay, ay. Oh yeah, I didn't charge my battery today, so my battery on my watch is gone kaput. Oh yeah, yeah. You can't fucking win today, can I? But ay, ay, ay. Hope everybody else is doing all right and. I am still here, aren't I? Right? You made me paranoid. I am still here, aren't I, guys? You can hear me? Please tell me you can hear me. Oh, thank God for that. Because everybody was quiet. I was like, shit, am I actually here or not? I was so worried and paranoid. Me worried me. Thank you. You can end it now if you want to. It's already been more than an hour. Yeah, we've already lasted more than I thought I would. Just checking on my phone. Yeah, okay. I was just making sure it was working on my phone. Like, yeah. Like, maybe that was my laptop telling me, go to bed. Get some rest. Maybe that was my laptop telling me to switch off, and that's just like, right, fuck it, I'm going to do it for you. I'm surprised my finger didn't accidentally brush my Stream Deck and put it on the ending screen and switch it off for me, because it's done that before. But yeah, maybe that would be better, because we've done more than I thought we would. We've talked for longer. I thought I was going to last 30 minutes and be like, ugh. So this is a good sign, because like I've got stuff I've scheduled myself to film for tomorrow night. Good place. And also I want to try and do an episode of Turn, because that show's just damn fucking good and I want to watch another episode. But I haven't even released episode 1 of season 1 of that. And if I watch them tomorrow, it'd be episode 3 of season 2. And there's 10 episodes a season, so I'm way ahead on that. I don't have to do it tomorrow night, as long as I do The Good Place. So the fact that I've spoken for this long, and I'm only just, like, my throat isn't as scratchy as, like, this morning. So I've already spoken for longer. I've already spoken for longer than I did with my Blake 7 reaction. And I'm feeling tired. My head's hurting a bit, but it's not hurting as much as it did this morning. And my throat feels a little bit tender, but it's not as scratchy. So maybe if I can get a nice night's sleep. If I can get a nice night's sleep, hopefully, fingers crossed, tomorrow I'll be alright. Because tomorrow night I want to do Good Place and Turn. And then Sunday night, because I've literally scheduled everything, I'm going to bring it up on my phone so I can tell you, like, Sunday night, which one have I started to do? Because I've started to try and do things for the, the membership section or Patreon, if I decided that. I did pop it in the community tab. I've got tomorrow night, where's it gone? Tomorrow night I would be filming, not tomorrow night, Sunday night, second episode of Avatar The Last Airbender, which for now is only going to be full length on the membership or Patreon if I decide that. And then when I can fit it in, it's going to be actual reactions on the channel. And also I'm started going through the all the studio. I've never heard it pronounced. Okay, is it Ghibli or Ghibli? Studio. I've never heard it pronounced. Which is it? 1, Ghibli. 2, Ghibli, or 3, Ghibli. I've never heard it actually said. I've only ever seen it written down. I've heard people say it. Actually, no. Strike that. I've heard people say it multiple different ways. I don't know which one it is. Ghibli. Or is it Ghibli? Or Ghibli? Or Ghibli? I don't know. But I'm going to do... I started off I uploaded this week. I did My Neighbor Totoro. But from the rest of them, I'm going to be going week for week. I'm going to be going through chronological release order. So next one, Sunday night, I want to try and do Castle in the Sky. So I want to try and get a bit better. So getting an early night's sleep will be better. Fingers crossed. Hopefully. Apparently the Bonnet House was also the good... Maybe not in an episode I've seen yet, because I'm only like... And which episode am I doing? I'm only... Tomorrow night I'm hoping to film episode 4 of season 2. But that's awesome. I wonder if I'll recognise it. Knowing me, I won't recognise it. But I might sit there and go, like, that looks familiar. But then again, the house from the X-Men movies was used in Arrow. And Deadpool and stuff like that. So... they use all sorts of things for all sorts of things. But yeah, so like, if I go to sleep now, get a bit... Well, it's not early night, it's 20 past 11. But earlier than that usual. Hopefully tomorrow I can edit Blake 7. tomorrow night. Hopefully I can at least do The Good Place. Should be able to at least do The Good Place because that's like 25 minutes long. And then hopefully Sunday I'll be alright enough to do Avatar Last Airbender and Castle in the Sky. Because, God, I know those films are going to be long, some of them. But yeah, I need to go to bed. Which sucks that this is probably the shortest one of these we've done. Considering some of them have been over 3 hours. There's no way I can do that because my head is really starting to hurt now. The painkillers numbed it briefly. But yeah, I think if I talk for much longer, I will start to hurt properly. But yeah, it's been awesome. We've caught up on everything. This is the first stream since we started doing the memes. We've had no memes. So I think next week, when I'm better, we better all come up with some memes for next week. Exactly. Health over this. Like, I wanted to do a bit, even if it was just 20 minutes. Because obviously we want to bring back the show. I want to put in an effort because I can't do much. I can't donate for stuff or anything like that. So giving people a place to talk and stuff like that does a little bit. Thank you very much, guys. But yeah, I thought even if I could just do half an hour, it gives us a bit of a talk. Catches us up on everything like that we couldn't really discuss in Discord. And also I just wanted to do it. Because I just like it. It's like a highlight of my week. And I didn't want to cancel it again. But yeah, I feel like at the moment it's an important time to do these as well. So I wanted to put in the effort to do it. But yeah, thank you so much for being in here, guys. Fingers crossed. I can't... Why am I trying to cross that finger? I got a bad finger. Fingers crossed that by next week, this time next week, hopefully we'll have some good news. Or hopefully things will be in a better state and we'll have a little, even more hope than we currently do. Because things are looking good. But, oh, you're really sweet. But it's just nice. But yeah, hopefully by next week we'll have some good news. And if not, hopefully things are still looking good and we haven't had any bad news. But yeah, tonight's been awesome. I've enjoyed it. I'm knackered. I'm going to go lie in bed. But yeah, thank you so much for coming in, guys. For being here. And yeah, I'll hopefully, fingers crossed, we'll be alright. Thank you so much, Sam. Thank you. But yeah, hopefully I'll be alright over the weekend and stuff like that. And Tuesday evening, hopefully I'll be able to do my Agatha Christie stream of one of the prior games. And then Monday and Wednesday, I'm hoping to go back to Twitch. I was meant to do Twitch this Wednesday. Couldn't do it, obviously, because I'm not well. So fingers crossed, Monday and Wednesday I can go back to Twitch and keep going with Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Haven't done it since I've moved in here. And I moved in at the beginning of September. I'm way behind. Or I can't remember the last time I was on Twitch. It's been quite a while. Yeah. I'm all the cheesy pops, exactly. Yeah, thank you so much for watching, guys. Hopefully we'll be alright and we'll be able to continue next week. Bye. I just realised my music stopped as well. For fuck's sake, I wondered why it was silent. There we go. Okay. Now we're going to go. Cause I was like, why am I going to go to the ending? Yes. Sleep. Yeah, sleep tight, pops. See you later, guys. Bye.